guys, and welcome to part 2 of frequently asked questions. You had questions and I had a few answers for you. Make sure you go back and watch part 1 if you missed that. This set of questions required more detailed demonstrations, so let's jump right into it. Latanya asks, when doing box braids, where do I place the hair between my fingers? Example, thumb, pointer, index, middle, etc. So there are several ways to start a box braid, but I'm going to show you my go-to because it works with average hair densities. This was really hard to explain because everything to me is muscle memory, but I really hope I do you guys justice. Taking the extension hair, I'm going to fold it in half and wrap it around the top of the natural hair I sectioned off. Using my left hand, I'm going to pull the natural hair up the middle, holding it between my index and middle finger, while also holding the extension hair with my pinky and ring finger. Now, using my right index finger, I'm going to split the natural hair into 2 equal pieces. I'm also going to split the left side into 2 equal pieces, attaching both to the natural hair pieces. I now have 3 strands, 2 with natural hair attached and 1 without in my right hand. Tucking the outer left piece between my pinky and ring finger, I'm going to cross under the middle piece to reach for the outer right piece with my thumb and index finger. Once I have a good grip with my left hand, I can then release my right hand. Then I'm going to continue crossing under, then over, using my pinky for grip and tension, while using my thumb and index finger to grab each piece. I want you guys to pay close attention to the wrapping motion I'm using to tuck the natural hair. Y'all know I say this many times. Practicing with colored hair will help you see where you're placing the natural hair. Right here, I want you to see as I move down, I am borrowing from larger pieces to even out the strands. I always borrow as I rotate under, never borrow when you're rotating over. That's what causes that wrapping piece above the braid. Another look at that same technique from the angle underneath. Chris wants to know if I could do a jumbo knotless tutorial, please. So I'm not going to do a full tutorial today, but here's a quick look. Knotless braids are unique because you can feed in as much or as little as you want. Now, I will say it's important to have enough length in the natural hair to accomplish bigger braids. The larger the braid, the larger each rotation has to be to hold the hair. Here I'm using the same technique I taught in this video. I'll be sure to link it so you can go back and watch it. Just remember to feed under and not over. Tracy wants to know if we can do another tutorial on tucking blunt cuts. So as soon as I find a model with blunt cut, I for sure will do a full tutorial. But for now, I'm just gonna have to do a quick demo on Sheila. Don't worry, she's not gonna miss it, you guys. If you remember from the Tucking 101 video, the key to tucking blunt ends is to make sure you're adding enough hair to cover them. In this case, I want the extension piece to be at least the same density as the section. Sometimes blunt ends do what they want to do, so sometimes I have to flip my hand forward and fold the hair around it to get a complete wrap. Since I braid overhand, this is really the only feasible option for me. I know you underhanders can find this much easier, and I am just so jealous. Now, adding what you need is relatively easy with a regular box braid, but knotless is a completely different story. Remember, you're feeding in, so you have to have enough hair for enough rotations to get what you need by the time you get to the ends. Ideally, you don't want to add a lot because with knotless braids, the natural hair supports the weight of the extension. So you don't want it to be too heavy because remember guys, gravity contributes to tension and breakage. Remember what I was saying about flipping my hand? Here's an example of how I have to do that to get a wrap. Since I don't have the exact amount I need to cover it, I need to actually wrap it around the natural hair. The last questions want to know tips on cornrowing your own hair, and also how many packs of hair do you need for cornrows. So the best tip I have for you guys when doing your own cornrows is to practice without looking, or what I like to call blind braiding. Braiding becomes muscle memory after doing it so many times, which is why a lot of us can watch TV and braid at the same time. Now, I, for one, hate braiding my hair because I have a lot of it and my arms get crazy tired real quick. But if you are a beginner, start by doing a regular braid like I'm doing here without looking. This is going to help you memorize your hand placement without even thinking. Once you master the single braid, then you can move on to cornrowing. You already have your hand placement memorized, so now all you're doing is just adding hair in as you go down. It won't be the neatest every time, but if you can come close to it, it will be a piece of cake when you actually do it in front of a mirror. Here, what I'm showing you guys is I'm doing my right side completely blind. I'm looking away from the mirror. If you see me looking up, it's because I'm looking into the camera to make sure I'm still in frame. Like I previously mentioned, I hate braiding my own hair, so you guys know whenever I do crochet styles, it is typically always braidless. And look, I'm not even halfway down and my arms are already starting to give out, y'all. Now, to answer the question about how many packs you need, it really just depends on what size braid you're going for and the hair density that you have. Because if you have thick hair, you may not need to add as much hair. If you have thin hair, you may need to add more. So typically for about 2 French braids or Dutch braids, you may just only need 2 packs of hair at the most. If you're going to do 4 cornrows, you're probably going to need between 3 and 4 packs of hair just to be on the safe side and you're not running back to the beauty supply trying to get hair. So yeah, just for each cornrow, get you 1 pack of hair, and then you can decide from there how big or small you want to go. For the left side, I'm going to do this looking in the mirror. Now that I can see what I'm doing, all it is just a matter of small cleanup work as I move down. Quick question, does anyone find this oddly satisfying to watch? I know I kind of found this completely satisfying. Maybe it's just me, I'm the weird one. As you can see, the right side is in there but could use a little bit of work compared to the left side. I think I might just go ahead and wear my hair like this for the week, but I think it might need a little bit of spicing up. Let's see, how about this? Yeah, there we go. I'll be posting a mini tutorial on this look on IGTV, so make sure you head over to Instagram and follow me so you can see how I quickly made this look happen. So that completes the video, you guys. If you found these tips helpful, make sure you thumbs it up, hit subscribe on your way out, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye! This week's testimony comes from Instagram. This budding braider watched the parting 101 video and slayed her crispy, clean triangle parts. Way to go, Glamazon's braids! If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Subscribe for more videos like this each and every week.